Okay, it looks like we are officially live. Here, let me put down a couple of things here. So, construction of initially named Schnitzler Landing will eventually become Varios Memorial. Before I see if anybody's gotten any additional work done. 8%. Liquid oxygen, steel, titanium, water. Maybe a couple more truckloads have been delivered here, but we're going to work on getting titanium here. That is one jump away. And that's going to be our goal for tonight is to get titanium delivered. Oh, sorry. I need to get a cup holder. I've got myself some root beer here. Unfortunately,
engines engaged.
You know, it used to be one of those things, the label for diet root beer and stuff like that was like very clearly marked.
Landing gear retracted.
Now that they have all of the zero sugar stuff, it's very easy to go, oh, A&W root beer. Oh, maybe I'll do a root beer float or something. And then pick it up, get it home, and be like, zero sugar crap. There is nothing worse than diet root beer. I'm not a huge root beer fan. I like it every once in a while, but that was disappointing to get it home and be like, ah, crap. And then gotta drink it because you bought it. But I guess it's zero sugar. We don't say diet anymore, do we? Is zero sugar like a different sweetener where diet stuff is all aspartame and then what? Zero sugar is like Splenda or something, or stevia or stevia, whatever that is.
Frameshift drive charging.
Because I had a friend in college who was diabetic, and that was about the time that like Splenda came out, and tried switching that from sugar to Splenda in my coffee, and I could tolerate it. Better than like aspartame, whatever the pink stuff is. I don't know if that's So we're making our nightly beer runs. I'm slumming it. With the Super Cruise assist. Kind of making sure track IR is all set up. Usually I try to do this before I start streaming. It's all about early tonight. I'm going to get a few loads in. Ah, howdy there, Arachne. Tonight I am just hauling some loads of titanium, and then when my butt gets tired, I'm going to switch to doing something else. I'm going to probably do a simulated flight down to the farms in X-Plane. I don't know if I'll stream that or not. Awesome. Welcome back to the black. I will say this much. I mean, it's not like the most profitable thing in an hour. But I'm not getting poor doing the running to the stations.
Docking procedures before landing. Access granted. Clear to land at docking bay 3-2.
You know, they completely redesigned the UI, and in some ways it's more complex, but I think it's better layout than what it was. You know, of course, I was used to how it was, so it was a little different of, oh, hey.
Your approach is good. Maintain current course.
Landing gear deployed.
300 meters from touchdown. Docking complete. Ground crew dispatched. You are most welcome, Commander.
Line crew, it should be ramp crew. Or if you really want to make pilots mad, call it a tarmac. I personally like to use the word tarmac because it pisses off like modern pilots, but I grew up around a bunch of World War II Korea guys who all called it the tarmac. So we got that. Thermal cooling units. Titanium. So much titanium. Ha ha ha.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Alright, I will
Exit the station quickly and safely.
search for you here a second. And I'll give you a squadron invite. Somebody else kind of ran into is Ginger Ninja. He may be joining us to help out.
Landing gear retracted.
At least deliver a couple of payloads. Although he doesn't remember what ships he has or doesn't have.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Duh, you got a sign winner and 1,000 credits. Well. See where... I don't remember where they, the system that they dump you in. Hold on, let me, before I get too far out into the weeds here. Oh, we got a solution to that. Alright, I'll be around tonight. Once I get you into the squadron, there's a squadron bank. I don't know how much of it that you can take out, but should be enough to get you, like, a hauler with decent jump range. Or a Cobra Mark IV. I think they added ranks beyond elite now. Yeah, I forgot there used to be, like, everybody started out in the same star system initially. I guess it's the same way, but for the life of me, I can't remember what the star system was. I want to say it was like LHS 1150 or something. But I'll get you in the squadron. I'll get you access to the squadron bank, and we'll get you into a
Docking request granted.
bigger vessel.
Landing gear deployed.
I should just go ahead and add Beer Station to the squadron bookmark list. In fact, when I dock up here, I will do that. I remember the hauler has an awesome jump range.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Alright, let me go over here and... Let me see here. Bookmarks. Favorite. Okay. Bodies. I don't know why I have Sanger Dock saved. I'm kind of to the point of I'm just going to go ahead and delete it. All right. Bookmark saved. We'll look here, communication, security change. Security change, wealth change. System economy, high tech, influence. High tech really isn't going to do much, but would help. Element level change. But we'll have to see. I think this is a high metal content, so probably here we'll need to build a mining outpost. We'll see. All right. Back to space trucking.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted. Scan detected. Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, hey, it's not obstructed by the planet for once. I kind of wish I had my laptop down here with me, or my iPad. I have my phone, but I also, that's what I bring up all of the messages and stuff on. I'll go see here real quick if I can't find... Ooh.
Access authorized. Clear to land at docking bay 3-2.
Alright, coming in here to dock.
Scan detected. Landing gear deployed.
Docking successful. Engaging docking restraints. Greetings, Commander.
I'm working on a build for you, Arachne. Twenty jump year range, 26 jump year. All right, so it looks like yeah, we're building a space station, delivering materials to it. Once you get into the game and we get friends and I can send you a squadron invite, there's a squadron bank that right now has 15 million in it. And that should be enough that if you can find a station around you with a Cobra Mark III, that'll get you a Cobra Mark III. I'm trying to look and see what yeah, 2.2 million. Although the hauler will get you here faster. 16, 20 tons. I want that. Yeah, pulse laser, that'd be fine. What does it give you a base jump range and stuff of? Max 32 light year jump range. Now that'll certainly get you here faster. Figure out how to pick up a mission. Let's see here. Oh yes, we need insulating membranes. Let me see. How many of those we need? $671 in computer components. All right, I'll go ahead and knock that off the list. 671.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Landing restraints lifted. Maintain correct lane on exit.
Landing gear retracted.
Pay attention, Commander. Ship
Oh
to
no,
ship
I got
collisions will not be
fine.
tolerated.
Oh well.
You have left the no-fire zone. Have a safe journey.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Well, about to say, if you get online and I'm trying to figure out Because wonder what that with. I think we can get you into a Type 6. Type 6 requires a medium pad.
Docking request denied. Docking request granted.
Pay attention here before I crash. About 29 light years. Total cost for everything. 3 million. Yeah, for 3 million we can get you in a Type 6 and you can start hauling a good chunk.
Landing gear deployed. Scan detected. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
All right, 10%. Computer components. 42. That has to go down to a planet to get those. Oh, we'll send you on the Vega run to get the CMN composites. Alright, we'll do. Alright. Sorry, I was running a couple of configurations for Arachne, who will be joining here in a minute. See what kind of ship we can get him in to help out.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted. Drive charging.
one of the top 1% of all liners out there. What are we on? A Disney cruise? Space Caribbean or Space Carnival. In-flight entertainment. So, like, not even Ryanair? Wow, gonna make me do a loop of shame here? That's what I get for using autopilot. I know.
Sierra Kilo uniform. Please ensure you follow standard docking procedures before landing.
Keep firing, assholes.
Please head directly for Bay 02.
I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of hope for Spaceballs 2, The Quest for More Money.
Heading is A-OK, Commander. You're all clear.
Their definition and my definition of A-OK on the heading there is two very different things. I have anonymous access. Oh.
Attention, no visual on landing gear.
I hit the button.
Landing gear deployed.
This is why I fly a fixed wing or a fixed geared airplane.
Docking complete.
You
Commence power
watched
down.
it.
Station services are
Oh, that
at your
explains a
disposal.
lot. Ooh, 2.7 in trade dividends. Loud Ping Galactic LLC. Alright, I paid my fines. I'm just curious. Are these ARC ships? They're ARC ships. Wow. Oh yes, good old Monty Python. Saw a ad for Monty Python t-shirts and I'm like, oh crap, I almost bought a couple of them. And 147 computer components, I believe. Which there are no computer components here that I see, so I'll have to be coming from somewhere else. No, no, here we go, computer components. It was 147 if I remember correctly. And then we'll fill up the rest with steel.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
I guess you can't while you're launching. Oh, now it goes.
Landing gear retracted.
That could be you and a Sidewinder.
Frameshift drive charging. Three, two, one, engage.
Then we're going to have to add some additional security installations to the sector and probably some more outposts. Figure this versus listen to me blab on about airplane. Slum it here with Super Cruise Assist and watch me have to do another loop of shame here. To be fair, I've only been back less than a week, maybe a little over a week. And I was using my CH Pro stuff at the time. Now I'm on my Thrustmaster Warthog. Which, the Warthog throttle is definitely showing its age in use and abuse. But with tariffs and everything in China, you know, all the WinWig and other gear and stuff that's out there now. Although I think somebody now has another force feedback unit on the market. But it's kind of fun. It's like, I don't know, if I keep streaming here on a regular basis, I'll probably get it back up to the point where I could monetize the channel again and not make anything because YouTube. Which kind of begs the question of what other platforms. I mean, Twitch is a hellscape. It's not about video games anymore. I guess there's Kick and Rumble. But then I have to get another monitor so that I can monitor the chats for all the different programs. Probably switch streaming software. Well, probably just a different version of OBS. One of the things I'll work on this weekend is setting up a doggo cam for when I stream. And unlike some other streamers, I do not shock my doggies unless it's like static electricity.
Docking request granted.
But one of our doggies had to go to the vet today for dental cleaning, and she had this eye mask. get that removed, and turned out to be like filled with tear duct fluid, and they just basically popped it, almost like popping a pimple. So at least it's not a cancer type thing. Just
Landing gear deployed.
he's going to be the
Scan detected.
expensive dog. But we just have a couple of mutts. But Penelope, our dog Penelope, was going to be euthanized for being too timid, of all the things. And we're kind of glad that didn't happen, because she's a sweetie.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Oh, 142, not 147. My bad. I'm going to be selling those 7 tons back for a loss. Oh well. My local reputation here, considering I'm the system architect, I've still got the old man stash and everything from, what was it, 4th season of Battlestar? Early 4th season. Do it for the old man. I gotta get you on here, Arachne. All right.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
There we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, you give. Tut system.
4, 3,
All right, let me see if I can. When I dock up here next, let me see if I can search you, get you into the squadron. And if so, I can get you to the squadron bank and bankroll you into a slightly better ship to get here faster. Man, I got soft. I put on 30 pounds during last 5 years. But I've lost 20 of it this year. Well, I still got yelled at by my doctor. Because I lost 20 pounds of fat, gained 12 pounds of muscle. So, it's like, oh, well, you're down 5 pounds, but you still need to lose another 20 pounds. I'm like, okay. Because they do the body scan things at the gym I go to, which I guess you can argue the accuracy of those, but according to the gym scale, my BMI is right on the line, and according to my doctor, I'm still overweight. Something. But I'll try to lose another 10 pounds here before the end of the year. I mean, shoot, and due to lockdowns and stuff, Gold's Gym went out of business. Even the Planet Fitness went out of business. I mean, when you can put a Planet Fitness out of business,
orbital flight engaged.
There. So I've been doing that. I work out 3 times a week with a personal trainer, and the days I don't go work out there, I go on the treadmill, the stair climber, whatever, for 45 minutes.
Gudemaya, Sierra Kilo uniform. Please submit a standard docking request before attempting to land. Permission authorized. Clear to land at docking bay 40.
I'll tell you what, I hit that point in my 40s right as the world shut down, and that just... Yeah, I did my best impression of 4th season Apollo.
Landing gear deployed. Scan detected.
There's a bunch of other things I want to get back into doing. Local range here has a pistol caliber carbine focused 2-gun competition once a month. So I figured I would do the Battlestar loadout for that with the CX4 and a 5.7.
Cannot comply.
Wrong button.
Gear retracted.
Nope, I put them out.
Landing gear deployed.
This is why in the real world, when we're flying, we have things called checklists. Alright, Arachne.
Docking successful. Commence power down. You are most welcome, Commander.
Squadron, edit squadron details, ranks. Huh. I wonder if I have to back out to do this. If you go over to your right-hand paddle and you'll see an option for squadrons, look up BLUS or BSGO Blue Squad and see if you can send in an application. And you get in. And then we've got 15 million in the squadron bank right now, and I can send some of that money your way to get a better ship and get out here. And the name of the squadron is BSGO Blue Squadron. So yeah, that's our squadron, what we're doing. We're not doing the colonization thing for the sake of colonization. It's kind of using it for other purposes, but I'm sure they would approve. Ooh, I lost 140 credits. How will I ever financially recover from that? Pro tip, kids, never buy an airplane. Ask me how I know.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Which I just learned today that the forward loading on my plane is or the center of gravity is way forward. That, like, if Kratos and I, we can't, if we're both in the front seats, it puts the center of gravity way in front of allowed limits. So I've got to talk to my AMP about adding counterweight in the tail of the aircraft, and I've got to sit down tomorrow and do math and figure out where and how much weight needs to go back there, because I don't want to eat up my useful load, but at the same time, it would be nice to move that center of gravity back a little bit. Or I have to take out one of the front seats and put Kratos in the back seat. Don't tell him I said that. Alright, let me see if it's come in. Ah, yes. Reporting. For duty. I have no pending invites. Somehow I gotta get you friend invite as well. No, not revoke application. Approved. Okay. I don't know, maybe I have to jump somewhere for it to decide that you are now part of everything. Alright, so we have the route.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alright. It says that you have joined the squadron now. There we go.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
After I do hyperspace jump, I'll see what I can do to get you access to the squadron bank. And the quickest way to get out where we are would be to, if you can find a hauler somewhere and put the biggest frameshift drive you can on there and start heading out. Alright, I am going to slum it. Super Cruise Assist. You had to accept, okay. Available to all. Okay, you should be able to access. Oh. Hold on a second. I can give you a ship. If you want me to, I can go outfit you a ship and, like, literally give it to you. There's a station around here that's pretty good with the outfitting. I think that's how that works. If so, I think I have a ship that's called the Taxi Cab, and I wonder if I can put that to the guild, and then you can just go to a station and call for it.
Docking request granted.
Yeah, when I get back to the station, I'll see if I can't.
Scan detected. Landing gear deployed.
Alright, yeah, do a couple missions. Because even if I gift you a ship, you're going to have to call it, and it's going to take a little bit to get transported to you, and you're going to probably need to take some money out of the squadron bank to pay for that.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged. Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, there's a boom in the system happening because Kratos and I are buying out all their product. I do have to admit, I still like the Tandy orange of the cockpits. Turns out my wife, they had a Tandy computer when she was a kid. It was their first computer. Radio Shack Tandy. Yes, I am old. Oh shoot, that reminds me, I need to go out and get card because somebody in the household's turning 50 on Saturday. Not me. My birthday's in January. Come on. We have a couple of options here, Acne. I can see what I have ships available, and if I can remotely put them into the guild bank, and you might have to pull out 500,000 credits and the game will transform usually in about an hour, half hour to an hour, depending on how far away you are from where they are. I have most of my stuff at Jamerson Memorial.
Good Maya, Sierra Kilo uniform. You must submit a docking request before landing at this port. Access authorized. Please head directly for Bay 2-4.
So yeah, they now have the dodecahedron stations that are pay to build or whatever. Was going to be or something.
Scan detected.
Have to use arcs, which I guess you can technically earn in game, just not very quickly, in like what, 400 a week or something.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, cool. Alright, let's see what I can do here.
Confirmed contact. Ground crew dispatched. It's good to have you with us, Commander.
Okay, so... transfer here. Have a taxi cab around here. Which is funny because now Terminex in our area is known as Bug Out. A rope. Chippendale Rescue Ranger. I honestly thought I had a hauler. Guess I don't. 21 ship types available here. Oh, can I now get discount at anywhere for elite status? Just not Jameson? Vendor does not currently stock the Diamondback Scout or Mandalay. Huh. Okay, let me see. Is there a way to... Oh, okay. So I guess in order for commodities, personal assets, you have to have a squadron carrier. Well, after we get the system, or while we're building up the system, maybe it'll be time to get a fleet carrier. Who was our carrier pilot back in the day? Shoot. There was Hawk. Who else used to be our carrier pilot in BSGO? There was somebody else. I never did get a carrier in that game. I think I had just about every other ship. I kept using my merits on nukes and stuff. Pegasus runs. Alright. Back to topic at hand.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Hi ho, back to the building site I go.
Ship uncoupled. Maintain correct lane on exit.
Landing gear retracted.
You have left the no-fire zone. This is traffic operations. Signing off.
And yes, I am in open gameplay. Kind of surprised I haven't run into a single commander, although I bet you the people who are building out here are probably doing so in like private group or maybe even solo. I slummed it in private group for a few days, I know, but I was getting used to controls and binding and trying to figure out everything that changed. Excuse me a second here, I'm gonna take a sip of... I mistakenly bought zero sugar root beer because I wasn't paying attention at the grocery store the other day. And frankly, there's nothing nastier than diet root beer, but I bought some and now I'm forced to drink it. What is it that Quark said about root beer? That it was vile but bubbly and You know, if you drink enough of it, you actually start to like it. It's insidious, just like the Federation. Yeah, I mean, we always stock Diet Dr. Pepper because my father-in-law, that's what he drinks. And I can tolerate, like, Diet Dr. Pepper. But I've never been a big fan of, like, Diet Pepsi or Diet Coke or... I don't know, what's the deal with the zero sugar stuff? Is it, like, different sweetener? Like, using Splenda? I was kind of ranting about this earlier, but... Yeah, I just didn't pay any attention. They're like 3 for... If you buy 3, they're like $4 for a 6-pack of 16-ounce bottles. I'm like, oh, I'll get some Dr. Pepper and some Diet Dr. Pepper, and I'll get some root beer just to have something different. I haven't had a root beer in a long time. Get home, and it's like 0 sugar. I was like, crap. Because the labels and all the 0 sugar stuff is like usually almost identical to the full sugar version. And if you're just see A and W and pick it up and not paying any attention. The other, I was shopping and not paying attention, is how I ended up with a spam can of, or an ammo box full of M855. Because many moons ago, I was at Academy and they had bulk ammo on sale, and I was like, oh, I'll pick up some M193. And I picked up 2 cans, and they were next to each other, and didn't pay attention to one of them wasn't one M193.
Docking request granted. Scan detected.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it is kind of shocking how much sugar is added to everything.
Landing gear deployed.
Like, even, like I said, canned fruit or, the fruit pouches you pack in lunches and things like that, you know. It wasn't until I was, kind of watching what I was eating for working out and everything that I was just like, holy. I'll tell you the one thing you never think about that has a lot of sugar in it. NyQuil. Like the liquid NyQuil. And DayQuil. That stuff has a ton of sugar in it, so if you're like
Engines disengaged.
not feeling well, but trying to watch sugar intake, man. Which my A1C this last time around wasn't quite pre-diabetic, but it was actually up in the 5s, so kind of starting to watch some of that stuff as I get older. But the other pilot in an airplane, the reason why he sold it was, or sold vast majority of ownership interest to us, is he developed diabetes in his late 60s and was having trouble keeping his A1C. I guess down below 9 is what they want, which, talking with Black Dog, who's a diabetic, he's like, what? They like want your A1C below 6.5.
Ship released.
But I guess what the FAA considers somebody being diabetic and what the Diabetes Association considers to be diabetic are 2 very different things.
Landing gear retracted.
But Bob is the cautionary tale of why my AME tells me. He goes, yeah, I'm just telling anybody who's not a commercial pilot, any of his clients, that when you turn 45, just switch to basic med. So I'm going to be doing that next year. Because Bob was still holding a Class 3 medical, and Once you get diabetic, then you have to do special issuances and... it gets to be a pain. So I have a Class 2 medical right now. Oh, apparently I didn't select my destination that I had.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, wait. Hold on a second.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Oh, I need to go back to Beer Station. What's this am I on? I did deliver everything, right? Yes. I've never liked the aftertaste of any of those artificial sweeteners. I could somewhat tolerate, what was it, Splenda in coffee, but like aspartame or Sweet and Low or Equal or any of that.
Frameshift drive charging.
I mean, at church the other a couple weekends ago, they were out of sugar, or they didn't have any sugar out, so I had to use Splenda, I think it was. Which is probably not any better for you, it's probably worse. And then there's the green stuff, what is that? Steva, something. Kind of the other thing I'm not a huge fan of is like the Chick-fil-A grilled nuggets. Ugh. They're like slimy and yeah. Granted, we don't eat out as much as we used to, which is probably a good thing. Part of that is daughter kind of picky eater, but I think that's a lot to do with, you know, she's been losing baby teeth and getting permanent teeth, and it's hard to eat in certain foods. All right. Jump on the first courier. Castro Sanctuary. Where's the heart attack gun when you need it? I don't know, can we deliver some exploding cigars?
Access authorized. Please head directly for Bay 10.
Excuse me. That's a website I haven't heard of in a long time.
Landing gear deployed.
I guess they're still around. Although they're no longer cheaper than dirt. Although another company that went that way was SG Ammo.
Docking complete.
I guess
Dispatched.
to you guys down there in Texas, a bunch of freaking Oklahomans. But yeah, I bought a lot of ammo from SG Ammo over the years, and then they kind of went stupid in the last couple of years.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
They're delivering courier information to a shady, shady place.
Disengage from landing pad. Moderate speed on exit.
This may be my last delivery because I've got to go
Landing gear retracted.
say goodnight to the little one. I can only do this before stuff like that starts happening.
Have a safe journey.
Frameshift drive charging.
An anonymous place is either a
4, 3,
shady, shady place or you have a fine.
engage.
Or you owe some people some money in the game. So far, I've only been interdicted once, and that was in private group. Yeah, you either have to go to the system that you incurred the fine at, which may be that port, or find yourself a legal commodity or legal scholar or something at a station and pay it there. Legal services, I think, is what it's called. Unyielding ordeal.
Docking request granted. Landing gear deployed.
Whoa, hello.
Under attack. Target shields offline. Landing gear retracted. Target destroyed.
Well, that was new and different.
Scan detected.
So now what's my button to there we go.
Landing gear deployed.
Well, that was a quick 800,000. Yes, pay the administrator. You got to go to. There's a section that's like administrative contacts and pay them. It'll be the only person that you can contact without an anonymous at that station. Else you have to go to a legal services broker. Legal services, aka space lawyers. Have you got caught pod loitering? Call 1-800-SPACE-LAWYERS and let us fight your ticket for you.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
%. Well, looks like we've knocked off everything but fruit and vegetables are small. Everything else is just kind of bulk items here. Alright, I am going to log out here for a little bit. I'm probably off for the night. So I will see you all next time. As we shall tomorrow night, I may be on late, I may not, just depends. Till then, see you next time.